Welcome everybody to an episode of Minecraft Short Stories. I am your host Callum Ellis, and in this episode today, I have converted 7 of Aesop's Fables into Minecraft. They are Minecraft themed and they take place in the blocky world of Minecraft. And if you want to know which ones I converted, then you can hear them. Then you can go on the web, look up Aesop's Fables, Aesops Fables, and try to figure out which ones I did. Enjoy! The first fable is called The Fox and the Creeper. Once upon a time, in a great gathering, the mobs of Minecraft came together to elect their new leader. At the gathering, for their amusement, our creeper was asked to dance. The creeper danced so well that the mobs elected him their ruler, without thought. A fox at the meeting was the only mob that did not vote for the creeper, and was ashamed that the other mobs had voted for an unworthy leader. One day, out in the taiga, the fox found a player mining in a cave. The fox rushed back to the leader and told him he had found a great treasure. The fox said that he had not touched it because it rightly belonged to their leader. The creeper followed the fox to the taiga and into the cave. The creeper soon found himself next to the player and exploded as the fox jumped away, unhurt. The fox looked at the hole in the cave that used to be the creeper and said, "You are our leader, yet you can't even care for yourself." The next day, the mobs held another election, and a wise enderman took the place of the foolish creeper. The moral is, true leaders are picked by quality. The second fable is called The Wolf and the Fox. Once upon a time, there was an old Minecraft wolf who pretended to be hurt. He pretended to be hurt so that when animals came to say their condolences, he would eat them. One day, a fox came to the wolf's cave. He was wary of the wolf. The wolf told him how he was hurt and asked the fox to step inside the cave for a minute. The fox kindly declined the invitation and responded, "I have noticed many items coming in the caves, but none coming out. Now tell me, how do your visitors find their way out?" The moral is, take wisdom from the misfortune of others. The third fable is called The Chicken and the Fox. For your information, a lot of Aesop's Fables had to do with foxes, and I chose some, and the ones that were most easily converted to Minecraft, that made the most sense in Minecraft, had to do a lot with foxes, so that I didn't have to keep changing all the mobs. For example, like lions into wolves, like the one before. So, the chicken and the fox. One evening, a wise chicken sat in one of the many Minecraft trees. Out of the forest came a fox. The fox came to the chicken in an excited manner. "Did you hear the news? The foxes and the chickens have made peace together. Now come down so I can embrace you." The chicken excitedly said, "How wonderful!" But the fox noticed that the chicken was looking far out in the distance. "What are you looking at, dear chicken?" "A group of wolves coming this way. They must be coming to celebrate this occasion," answered the chicken. The fox jumped up in fear. "Sorry, I have to go. Got an important errand to run." And the fox quickly ran away. The chicken went back to sleep, having tricked a trickster. You can easily trick a trickster, is a moral. The Wolf and the Sheep. Once upon a time, a wolf was watching over a field, looking at the block sheep playing there. Whenever the wolf tried to attack the sheep, they made an impenetrable, fluffy wall that he could not pass. The wolf was waiting for a chance to devour the sheep, but he couldn't take them all together. Finally, one day, the sheep had an argument and split up to the 4 corners of the field. The wolf quickly ate them one by one. The moral is, we are weaker divided. And then the third to last one is called The Sheep and the Pig. One day, a player found a juicy pig in the plains. He led the pig on a lead to his house, where he would kill and eat the poor blocky animal. The pig squealed loudly, and the sheep, following along, asked, "Why are you squealing?" "The farmer does this to us all the time to share our wool." The pig replied, "He takes your wool, which grows back, but he wants my pork chops." The moral, it is easier to be brave when no harm is coming to you. Second to last, the 2 chickens and the Fox. Once upon a time, two chickens lived in a barnyard and could not stand to look at each other. One day they decided to finish it once and for all. The two chickens fought until one lay wounded upon the ground under the blocky sun. The victorious chicken went to the top of the square coop and clucked loudly for all to hear. Unfortunately, a fox heard the clucking and came and made a meal of the blocky bird. Moral: pride comes before the fall. And then the final one, the ungrateful parrot. One day, a parrot, having grown angered over his home in the Minecraft jungles, for he only ate seeds and flew around, set off to look for a new place to call home. As the parrot flapped along, a cat spied him in the air. As the parrot landed to rest, the cat pounced on him and ended the blocky bird. The moral: be grateful for what you have. Okay, everyone, time for a quiz. The question is, with a looting sword, the highest looting, which is looting 3, I think, how many gunpowder, at max, can a creeper give you when killed? Take a moment to gather your decision. The answer is 5 gunpowder max. Without a full looting sword, it would be 0 to 2 gunpowder. But with looting, it gives you higher drop rates and more from the drops. So it actually gives you 5 max gunpowder, which I don't know if that's worth it, honestly, to get the highest looting enchantment just for 5 gunpowder. Though if you do have a creeper farm, one of the ones that you AFK and just hit the creepers with your sword, it would probably be worth it, because then you would get 5 at most gunpowder from the creepers instead of, just 0 to 2. So I guess it depends on what kind of situation you're using it in, and if it's more reliable to use looting than just killing more creepers, or even if it's just you can get it sustainably, you can get looting books, because if you don't have mending, in my survival world, do not put really good enchantments on anything until I get mending books from a librarian. But some people would most likely, actually probably a lot of people, would just put some really good enchantments on their swords so that they can beat all the mobs. If you want to submit your short story, go to minecraftshortstories.com, minecraftshortstories.com, and submit your short story. If you want to sign up to my email, scroll down on the home page, click the Sign Me Up button, and then the email people get bonus content like short stories not featured on the podcast, quizzes, surveys, all that fun stuff. And also, I have not had any submissions for short stories yet. So if you don't want to submit your short story because you don't want it to be on the podcast, you can just submit it for me to read it, or for me to give you some feedback on it. But if you submit your short story, make sure to put in there that you don't want it read on the podcast, so that I don't have to email you about it. But yeah. Thank you all so much for listening. To all the people on my email, I will be getting content out to you as soon as possible. And thanks for listening.